Hi, I'm Johnny Nye from Knowledge Games, and sorry that I didn't upload yesterday. I was feeling really under the weather, but let's not get into that. Let's get into our review. Remember, this is my checklist. This is just to make sure that I don't go off topic and I don't start rambling and rambling and rambling and rambling. So, let's get on into it. Imagine a world where the fish move out of the way when you swim near them. Imagine a world where you can send a dog out to anywhere and it never dies. Imagine a world where the people around you are pretty much useless and the enemies shooting at you only want your blood. Then that, my friends, you have Call of Duty Ghost. Now the plot, it's a generic Call of Duty plot. Alright, basically what happens is the bad guys have nukes, except the only difference is this time they use the nukes and you get to live through that. Instead of Russia or Europe, it is South America this time. And not like, oh, you know. So the single player campaign, like I said, it's generic Call of Duty campaign. It's really fun, really fast paced, really action packed. Brandon Routh from Superman Returns, the guy who actually plays Superman / Clark Kent, actually lends his voice, has David Hesh Walker, and Stephen Lang, who played Miles Quattrich from Avatar, the hellbent crazy guy who wanted to destroy that tree, plays Elias T. Walker. And of course, Call of Duty wouldn't be complete without their amazing, outstanding set pieces that happen all over the place. The level of variety in the single-player campaign is also very good, and it feels like you're always a part of the action, and everything's always changing, so it keeps you in there. Now the music is composed by a man called David Buckley, who did the score for Metal Gear Solid 4: Guns of the Patriots. Now this is just me, but I can think of any standalone track that was really good and memorable to me. I mean, the music did its job, and I felt inclined to play. I felt like I was a part of the action, but that's all it did. It was just background noise to me. And the multiplayer, again, Call of Duty multiplayer, fast-paced, a whole bunch of people getting mad at each other. They did, however, try to implement a whole bunch of new modes that I haven't really tried yet. I have tried Hunted, I've tried a lot of them. They do have the old ones, though, that I usually stick to, like Team Deathmatch, Free-for-All, Domination, Search and Destroy. They do have all that, but they don't have a Big Team Battle anymore, which is really weird. Or Ground War, that's what I'm thinking of. The multiplayer maps, I mean, they're good in their own way. I can't think of any specific map that I really liked besides Flooded, and even that got really bad sometimes. And the factory map too, I forget which one that's called. But the rest, it's not that they're bad, it's just that they all blend together. They're all basically the same. So that's why I can't really think of anything that really stands out besides Flooded in that factory map, because everything's the same. But I do love one change that they did. The nukes do not end the match. They just drastically change the map in some way, shape, or form, which I think was really cool. But enough about that. You guys probably want to hear about the one game mode that they is completely new to the Call of Duty franchise. And that, my friends, is Extinction. It's basically like Left 4 Dead. It's not like the zombies in Black Ops and Black Ops 2 and stuff. It's Left 4 Dead. Basically, you and 3 other people have to go and defeat all these aliens, and they're really fast and stuff. You can set up traps, you can collect guns. It's really amazing, and it's all about the teamwork. There's 4 classes. There's the weapon specialist, who's basically the assault. There's the tank, who's basically the heavy. Engineer, explanatory, medic, explanatory. And you have to work together to set up traps, heal each other, give each other ammo, and all that stuff. And it's really cool. It's really fun. I definitely enjoyed it better than zombies. And apparently there's a story mode, to which it's pretty hard, because I haven't gotten past the cabin. Yeah, me and a bunch of friends were playing. But yeah, overall, Call of Duty Ghost, for us, receives a 7 out of 10. Now, the reason why it receives a 7 out of 10 is because the multiplayer and the single player are exactly the same. I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But it's starting to get kind of old. It's just like more of the same. Just kind of gets, well, it does get monotonous after a time, and you start to see a trail and pattern, and it's like da 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 da. But the reason why it's higher on the list, I was originally going to give it a 6, but I gave it a 7. It's because Extinction, and they tried to make it new. They tried to make it awesome, and it worked. They took a big risk on it, and it all worked, and it was great. So, that's my review for Call of Duty Ghosts. It's a 7 out of 10. Join me tomorrow when I review the album Common Courtesy by A Day to Remember.